Hey guys, it's Keel. Welcome back to Keel's Corner. It's been a year since I made a video. I had a really busy 2022 with some schoolwork, but I'm wide open now in 2023. I'm hopefully putting out 1 or 2 videos a month. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. Like and subscribe. I offer free personal development and leadership information that you can use to hopefully add to your life, improving it in a lot of ways. And if you hung with me for that whole year that I was gone on my hiatus, I appreciate you hanging with me, and welcome back. I got my son helping me edit videos now. He's here. You're going to see him in a few minutes. He's got his own channel on YouTube, so check him out, and I'll plug that. But he wanted to have, his goal for 2023 was to have a race to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm back, and now the race is on between me and my son Garrett. But yeah, so today I wanted to just get back into doing it. I'm back in the basement making videos. I plan on doing some more podcast styles, some more informational ones like this, and just getting a lot of different forms of content out there. I got kind of at a point where I basically made excuses because of how hard I found it to be to edit videos. I'd look at other content creators online and just realized that people were doing such a better job than my shitty editing skills to put videos out. And I let that kind of drop me from making content and making videos and getting these out there. And I really do enjoy them. So with that, I felt like the Keel bat signal went up last night. I was hanging with some friends and we were just talking, and one of them works for honestly, this guy sounds like something out of a movie. He's like this D-bag lawyer that basically he thinks that everyone else is like, he's a winner, and he tells his kids like, we're winners. You tell everyone we're winners. Like, you look at that kid, he's a loser, they're a loser. And I mean, it doesn't even sound real when I was hearing it. And then I'd ask more people, and they're like, no, that's exactly how that person is. And they define themselves off of their wealth and their status. And I just want you to know, like, the biggest trait you can possibly have and instill in your kids and carry daily is humility. I think humility is the best thing that you could have. You could have one trait: be humble. I also have the question, we talked about it last night when we were talking about this guy, as I was like, all right, how useful is his skill? Like, if you think you're so good and you're so badass that you're this like cool lawyer, it's like, dude, that's awesome if we need to practice law. But like, I used a deserted island scenario. I'm like, what if we're on a deserted island? I'm like, dude, we're sitting there and we're like, hey, we're on this deserted island. Like, what skills do you have? And he's like, well, I'm the best lawyer in the world, and I have a fancy car and I have all this. And I'm like, cool, dude, that shit isn't helping me. Can you build anything? Do you know how to, are you mechanical? Can do you know how to filter water? Is there any skill that you possess? Can you sew? Can you cook? Can we use anything you have? And to me, that's really how you should look at it. It's like, dude, you know A. And I'm talking direct to this guy. Dude, you know A. And apparently you know it really well, dude, and I don't know shit about A. So you win. You got A. But you know A. And if it's not A, then default to who knows B. And this is the kind of person that like legitimately, thinks lesser of the guy that comes and works on his house or his cleaning staff or whoever. And I'm like, again, let's go back to that deserted island. That carpentry skill of that guy that you're like shitting on is very useful right now. Have some humility to realize that you have a very specialized set of skills and that it only translates in that capacity. Like, cool, dude, we're not talking law right now. We're talking about carpentry. We're talking about electrical. Like, I always had this scenario of this deserted island. I don't know why it translates in my simple brain. But I'm always like, dude, my father-in-law Larry makes the deserted island team. This guy he's like the professor in Gilligan's Island. I swear he could make a radio out of coconuts. Like, I have, like, my brothers on the team. I need something lifted. I need a guy who thinks creatively and outside the box, and probably just for sheer entertainment value, Sean's on the team. And there's all these other skills, like my buddy Mike, who spent 2.5 weeks with a bunch of teenage kids hiking through the mountains of the Southwest, and like with nothing, like filtering their own water, finding food, doing like, that's a useful set of skills. And I'm not strictly talking like outdoor stuff. Like, also, what have you done with your wealth and with this? Like, have you helped anybody? Like, I don't know. It just, to me, arrogance and ego are so just not necessary. Like, find something else to focus on. And my son is literally standing right here. My wife's probably gonna get mad for all the swear words I threw out, but I want him to hear that. I want him to hear to be humble. I want him to hear that I tell him all the time, whatever you want to do in life, bud, I just want you to have the opportunity to be the best at it. Right now he's really into sea turtles, and I'm like, I want you to go be the best sea turtle trainer in the world. So read about sea turtles, learn about them, learn about their habitat, like go down that rabbit hole. And yes, that's a very specific niche, but if that's what you're into, master that. But then don't discredit somebody else that's like, I want to go be an engineer, I want to go be a teacher, I want to go be a police officer, whatever. It's like, just to have the humility in life to go, that's what I do, it's not who I am. And I just always approach life like that. There's always someone smarter, there's always someone faster, there's always someone that's working harder. And just, if you have that perspective, I think it'll really it just makes you a better person. People are going to want to be around you. Nobody wants to be around this D-bag. That's just not a thing. Like, that's not a scenario. And no one wants to hang out with that guy who's like, hey, you know, this bottle of wine costs $900. And that was a comment that he'd made to somebody. And you know what I said? I go, you know what's cooler to me? Is that somewhere right now there's a guy sitting alone or sitting with his, his loved one or spouse or his partner, and nothing about the wine, but they're sharing that $900 bottle of wine. Or he's drinking it by himself because he truly loves that wine and he'd saved up for that $900 bottle of wine. That's making it to me. It's not the guy that wants people to know that he has a $900 bottle of wine. It's the guy who's doing it in silence, who just because he's like, this is a great bottle of wine. That's humility to me, and that's someone that's actually made it. So I'm back. It's 2023. Keep checking out the content. Keep giving me, I love everybody that was sending me messages, direct messages about who to interview. I want to do some podcasts. I'm trying to get my brother on here. He's got an awesome story and just super into, like, his powerlifting mentality is really useful in a lot of other capacities of life. I've been on a no sugar kick for almost a year and a half. I haven't had any sugar. I mean, there's probably some sugar in wine, but I've had no added sugars, no sweets, no nothing. So that's going to be kind of cool, just kind of giving you my perspective on how I've had to shift things in life. And that wasn't health driven. That was just me being me and weird and deciding one day I'm going to stop doing that. I have some other people that are good that do mentor programs. Like I said, my buddy Mike that did this outdoors thing and lived in the woods for a while. I want to interview him, and just expect other really cool interviews coming up, other cool content. And with that, so subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, in this race to 1,000, subscribe to this dude's channel. And I'm super proud of this guy. Come on in, bud. This is my son Garrett. Garrett, you can see yourself there. So say hi.
Hello.
All right, man. Tell him about your channel.
So my channel is like a bunch of everything.
What's it called?
Oh, it's called Garrett's Greats.
Garrett's Greats. I'll put a link in the bottom. Also, yeah, super into Pokemon Go, and I got his back on Pokemon Go. We'll put our trainer codes down there. Friend us on Pokemon Go. We'd love to play with you. What else? Tell me about your channel.
So I like to do like trick shots, and I like to like show my successes.
Oh yeah, so he means like things that he like daily he goes out and does. He likes to like film, like if he saves up money and gets a pack of Pokemon cards, he likes to like open them up on a live stream. So cool part is this guy right here, he's doing all his own editing, all his own videos. So they're super kid friendly, obviously. I won't let him post anything that wouldn't be. I think it's super cool that you got kids now with STEM programs out there doing things that are showing their creativity, and I encourage you to check him out and follow his videos. He's honestly such a kind kid and a really good kid. I'm super proud of him. Cool?
Yeah.
All right, who's going to win the race to 1,000?
You.
Ah, me. There you go. Well, change his mind. Subscribe to this guy if you do anything. But, all right, on behalf of Garrett and I, thanks so much for checking out Keel's Corner. I'm glad to be back in 2023. You got anything else to say?
Yes.
What?
If you subscribe, you won't regret it.
Oh, there you go. Look at the plug. I love this guy. He's a salesman. All right, guys, thanks so much. Check us out next time on Keel's Corner. Bye.